Good morning, students. Today we'll do the poem on the ocean. The learning outcomes will be analyze a poem for main idea, the summary of a poem, and also we have to understand what will be the language of the poem and what kind of expressions or vocab we have to put when we read the poem. Okay? So today we learn regarding it. You already know about the ocean, means in the pictures, in the videos, and by yourself in a real you have seen ocean. And the second one, how do you feel on a hot day, means nowadays you can understand the situation in summer, means you feel unpleasant, and when you get sweat and the bad smell has come from yourself and from others, so in that way we feel unpleasant. Okay, now we'll read the whole poem, and you just notice that how I read the poem, means when we read the poem or poem we have to put expressions in it. Okay, and we have the question regarding the stanza already, so you have to listen to me very carefully. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right above the mast, did stand, no bigger than the moon. Day after day, we stuck nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. The poet of the poem, Samuel Tyler Coleridge. Okay, now we have to understand the meaning of the first stanza first. All in a hot and copper sky. So before going to do this, I want to tell you the main idea of the poem. This poem is about an old sailor who narrates his long story about a voyage in which his entire crew was killed. In the given stanzas, the narrator explains the hardships and dangers that they encounter during the sea voyage. Okay? Now we'll do the first stanza. All in a hot and copper sky. Hot means garam, copper means तांबे and sky means आसमान. गरम और तांबे जैसे खुले आसमान तले. The bloody sun at noon. Bloody means दहकता सूरज. At noon दोपहर. दोपहर के वक्त दहकता हुआ सूरज. Right up above the mast did stand. Right up means एन ऊपर. Mast means मस्तोल. स्टैंड खड़ा, मस्तोल के एन ऊपर खड़ा था. नो बिगर देन द मून. मून मीन्स चांद. नो बिगर देन ज़्यादा बड़ा ना था. देन से चांद से ज़्यादा बड़ा ना था. ओके, सो आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू द मीनिंग ऑफ द फर्स्ट स्टेंजा. These lines have been taken from the poem on the ocean. So, the poet says us to that this ship stood still on the ocean. The sun was at its climax at noon and looked like a bloody sun above the mast. Being above the mast, it was not bigger than the moon. Okay? The second one. Day after day, we stuck nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. दिन के बाद दिन गुजरते गए. We stuck nor breath nor motion. हम stuck means जमे रहे. Breath means सांस. and motion means हरकत. हम जमे रहे ना कोई सांस, हम एक ही जगह जमे रहे, ना कोई सांस ना कोई हरकत की हमने. As idle as a painted ship, ऐसे साकिन जैसे तस्वीर का जहाज. Painted ship means तस्वीर का जहाज. As idle as means ऐसे साकिन जैसे. Upon a painted ocean, एक तस्वीर में बने हुए समंदर पर. Means you can see the picture here, like the picture as the ocean is motionless, same like the real ocean was motionless at that time. Water, water everywhere. पानी, पानी ही पानी हर तरफ. Everywhere means हर तरफ. And all the boards didn't shrink. तमाम तख्ते सुकड़ गए. जैसे आप देखते हैं ना, गर्मी में जैसे हम कपड़े सूखने के लिए डालते हैं तो फ़ौरन वो ड्राई हो जाते हैं. In that way, all the things on the ocean got shrink. Water, water everywhere. पानी ही पानी हर तरफ, but not a drop to drink. मगर पीने के लिए एक कतरा नहीं. Okay? Now we have a question. What do you understand by copper sky? Copper sky is a simile. Simile means जैसे हम उर्दू में मिसाल देते हैं ना कि चांद सा खूबसूरत, ठीक है, इसी तरह वो हम जब इंग्लिश में मिसाल देते हैं कॉपर स्काई, ठीक है, तो उसको कॉपर स्काई को मिलाया गया है कि तांबे की तरह जो था आसमान दहक रहा था. तो जो यूज़ करते हैं वर्ड उसको सिमिली कहते हैं. ठीक है. मीन्स ड्यू टू scorching rays of the sun, the color of the sky changed and it is looking like a sheet of copper. How does the poet describe motionlessness? So means it is here already as idle as a painted ship. Okay, so this line is the answer of this question. Means the poet describes the motionlessness in that way as idle as a painted ship. And why there is no a single drop of water to drink? Because the water of the ocean was salty, so that is why the crew of the ship didn't have the water left, so that is why he couldn't drink a water of ocean, because the ocean of the water was salty at that time. That is why the poet said that no drop of water to drink. Okay, you have to read out the whole poem again, and in that way you will get the meaning of the poem clearly. Thank you.